like low key, we're kind of stalling because we may not want to cry. Huh?
I really don't want to
cry.
cry.
I stepped on the celebrity thing for a second. I was
I didn't think I was going to cry that fast. You got tears out of me faster than...
You cried?
I did.
Yes,
I already cried before the camera had came on. I was like, this is my first time ever.
Please don't cry.
I'm trying not to.
My God, I'm either gonna cry or be
I got my tissue. Yeah, she's a starer. Okay, you cry to her, she's just like.
Me too.
She just.
I don't know what to do.
See, I like that when somebody's family trying to let you dead in your eyes.
I be like this.
People that do it, that's what I am. Me, I'm just like.
I cried so many times.
That's because I'm a rude bitch, though. That's why.
Victoria just be like, okay. I remember I cried where she first of all, I cried in a car. We got in a car. I'm crying. Victoria's just like,
is this in high school? Because she used to cry all the time in high school.
Was this in high school?
Yeah.
What's I cry? I did not cry all the time.
We all went to high school together.
Yeah.
I did not cry all the time.
I met her in my class crying. Yes, bitch. She used to do.
Why was you crying in class? Those niggas were made to be. They were so fucking big. Guys, oh my God.
Okay, ready?
So
we're all gonna do it.
Spirit finger?
Yes,
Like bring it on?
Ready, y'all? So I can get a good cover. Woo! Woo! Okay.
That's a hot ass pie.
Okay. Sure
And
is.
it's yellow.
Don't worry. We'll get one. Alrighty. When was the first time you guys had a domestic violence experience, if you had one? I'm assuming we're all survivors here.
Yeah. Yes.
We should go to Sokola.
Yeah, we'll start with Des, if you're ready.
My first experience was when I was 19, and I was literally had just moved here from DC, and I was 17 turning 18 at the time. I was in high school, and the very first guy I met him in 7-Eleven. Very handsome, just cool, and we were together about 2 years. And he was the very first guy that ever physically hit me.
Right.
And he hit me because I literally told him that he needed to stop dealing with his child's mother's mother. And so she was the type of woman who she would always have issues with the daughter, but she would only talk to him when they had issues. And when they didn't have issues, and she was also the type of mother that would tell him, oh, she's out here with another guy, and would get him rattled up.
Right.
And so it got to a point to where I told him, you know, you need to stop dealing with the mother because she's going to get you caught up. And no sooner than I said that, he had left, went to an appointment with her, came back and was mad because the mother had gotten into it with the daughter, told him something. And I said, see, I told you. And so I don't know what it was about that he made him so mad, but he told me to leave. And so I said, you know what, fine. Got my shoes on, had these really, really cute brown heels on, and I'm walking out the door like I'm leaving. Before I could even reach the doorknob, I got pushed so hard from the back that I literally fell forward. I came out of my shoes. I literally came out of my shoes, and I hit my lip right here on the bottom of the chair. And when I stood up, y'all, my tooth was literally on this side of my mouth. And I had to pull my lip to get my tooth out of my mouth. And what's crazy about the whole thing was I was so scared to go home and tell my mom. I literally went down the street to CVS. I got Band-Aids, wiped my mouth in the bathroom, and literally covered it with a Band-Aid. I went home, and what hurt me the most was that I had blamed my daughter. I had blamed my daughter. My mom was like, what happened? I said, I was trying to get Nate sleep, and she headbutted me. And so to this day, this is why I take domestic violence so seriously, because it puts you in a mental state that you're going to do things that you wouldn't normally do. And I can never take back blaming my daughter was a baby at the time. You know what I'm saying? I can never take that back.
Right.
And so just that thought, it hurt me. Like, and that was the first situation that I had ever experienced.
So did it continue with him, or you cut it off right after that?
No, it didn't, because at the time, that was the first time that we had argued, but it had never got to a point to where he had physically hit me.
Right.
But then again, it just seemed like the closer it came to the girl having the baby, his attitude just got worse. And then when the baby actually got here, it was just, that's it.
Yeah.
So as soon as the baby came out, I just started noticing his attitude was just so much more nasty towards me. But it was more or less because her attitude was nasty towards him.
So he was taking it out on you.
Taking it out on me, and then he's dealing with the mother. Both of them are having issues. You know, when they're good, they're good. She's not telling him anything when they're friends. But when they're not friends, she's telling, oh, she did this, she did that. And it's getting him rattled up.
Yeah.
And so he don't really know what else to do. So he just does what he thinks is the best thing. And that's to attack the one that's really there to help him. But that's generally how it is, you know, unfortunately.
And what about for you, Ivy?
I was a freshman in college. I got hooked up with this guy. I think he was like somebody's nephew or whatnot. I was babysitting their sons or whatnot. And this guy got a nephew, you know, he's a sweetheart, so. And so he came up to see me. He was from Houston. And he came up to see me. He stayed with me and my family. And I told him, I said, I'm you know, on the dance team, this and the other. And I said, well, I'm not, you know, I really don't know how to flirt. Honestly, like, I know when you're flirting with me, and I get very awkward. I've always been an awkward flirt. Yeah. So I have a lot of male friends due to my 5 older brothers. And I've always gotten along with guys more than I did girls, but then wish to God that I had girlfriends that I could, like, you know, rely on and talk to all the time. And it was out in the open, but nobody seemed to see it. I had told him, I gotta go to class, you know, I can't deal with you right now. I'm like, he was kind of mad because I wasn't giving him the attention. He felt the need that, oh, he came all the way from Houston, so I'm wasting my time. And I'm like, well, you kind of came at a bad time. I have school this whole week. Monday through, at this point I was taking classes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So that means I don't have a open schedule. You can come Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but you chose to come during the week when I am busy. So you're gonna have to accommodate me coming to school with me. You're gonna have to wait outside class since you wanna be up underneath me. So going, I'm saying, to the basketball court, getting ready for this game. I was like, I can't deal with this no more. Like, I don't even know why you came out here. You wasted your time, and I don't want to be with you no more. Like, I thought I wanted to be with you, but I think I told him he catfished me. Like, I'm like, you are not what you look like.
Damn.
I mean, I'm sorry.
No, you got it.
I don't say I'm shallow, but your girl's shallow. So I like them tall, light skinned, and my type. Anyways, but I told him some things that got underneath him, and on top of that, I found out that he had like another girl in Houston that was pregnant. And my inner me was like, kill him. But the outer me was like, so I heard you had this girlfriend, and so like, so you over here getting mad at me for talking to my friend, and this is happening. And so because I fought him out or whatever, he literally grabbed me by my natural hair, you guys. And at this time, my natural hair was this at that point, because I wasn't doing much to my natural hair, but just wearing it naturally. He grabbed me by my hair and yanked me back. It was like as soon as my friends had turned around and like just walked off,
he did that.
Yank! I was just like, and so now we're fighting. Like, because I got 5 older brothers. So you gonna fight. You know when to pick your battles. Like, when it comes to that, like, you know when to pick your battles with a guy. First off. Secondly, you about my height, fool, so I'm about to put it on you because you don't know me. Secondly. Thirdly, I was only doing a favor for your uncle. Because he hooked us up. I don't know you like that. Like, you're talking to you in love with me and this and the other. You got a whole other girl. And I'm a freshman in college. Young, 16, 17 years old. I don't really care about you.
You're a freshman in college at 17?
16.
Whoa, you smart?
Yes.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
know,
I wouldn't brag, but
that's
yes.
Virgo energy.
Yes,
honey.
I was tired of school. Like, I've been in a few domestic incidents. So I went to juvenile. You guys, for I guess very, very first incident. I got stabbed with a pen by a guy. He was older than me, taller than me. Trillian Coleman was his name.
My last name is definitely Coleman.
I'm sorry.
Most people are no kin to me if they're white. Okay.
But he was a little retarded, and I was always like, God, why you I'm sorry, but in school I didn't understand why these special kids would come up to me like, I'm like, Mom, he just kind of accept you. Well, this is what happened. We had a class together before our police. First off, we was in a police officer's class. A real police officer. We was in police science investigations. Wow. A real police officer's class.
He tried to find a way to get away with murder.
Thank you. The real how to get away with murder. And I took the fall, so he asked me to prom. At this point, I was a sophomore in high school. Yeah. It's not my time. And I was like, I don't want to go to... First off, I told him this. I would never go to prom with you. Damn. That was one.
Oh, Virgos. Y'all don't have that.
Yeah. We don't have a filter on our mouth. Yeah. When you are young, Virgo, you ain't got no filter. You just say how you... And it's very true. And when a Virgo gets to the I don't care point, we have a care, but when we get to the I don't give a...
And it's so crazy, I want to throw that in, that most Virgos, because I study astrology, most Virgos have run-ins with the laws. I don't care what Virgo it is, they have some type of run-ins with the law. It's something about that energy.
My rambunctious energy, I'm a very cool, I really do preach the cool, calm, the 3 C's, cool, calm, collected. Yeah. Due to my situation. Right. Because of my character and what had happened with me. Yeah. But with Trillian Coleman being a sophomore in high school and you asked me to go to prom, and then next thing I know, we're in police science investigations, I'm coming down with the flu. I was always prone to get the flu during Thanksgiving due to getting that shot, so I stopped getting shots once I got to the age of making choices for myself. I'm not taking that shot no more. And I'm sorry, I don't take the shot because every time I take the shot, I go down for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah. So I refuse to take a flu shot because it literally will kill me. I've never taken it. It will kill me, and when I say kill me, I feel like I'm dying. Right. Yeah. Because my body does a lot of stuff that I don't think normal people's bodies should do. Yeah. Weapon up and hive and things like that. I just don't think some things shouldn't happen. So he stabbed me. So I told him no. The last class. So we get into the police officer's class. I take my test. I turn my test in. I put my head on the desk. I was the first one done. So head on desk. And next thing I know, somebody's come up to me shaking me. Real quick. So I jump up. What the fuck? I just jump up out of my sleep. I have a pen in my hand. That's the only weapon I have is a pen. And I look at the guy because I'm about to hit this dude right next to me. Like, nigga, what's wrong with you? Yeah. Why would you touch me? You see I'm asleep. You see I don't feel good. I sat and told you I don't feel good. I told everybody in this class, don't bother me today. I don't feel good. I love you guys, but I don't feel good. I'm taking my test. I even told the teacher, Mr. So-and-so, I don't feel good today. But I don't want to go to the nurse because I only have to get 2 more periods. This period in English, I'm done. So I can go home. I can stick it through. I can go home after the last class. I made it to the last class, and he stabbed me, and the dude was like, oh yeah, he did it. He's the one that stabbed you. So what did the teacher do? The teacher wasn't in the class. A lot of violence that goes down in class always happens when the teacher steps out to take a call or to help a teacher, or that's when the victim, the prowler or whatever, decides to make his mark. He got mad.
Your situation right there is actually why a lot of women just, end up giving their phone numbers to guys to ask them randomly.
Because they get mad.
Because, they're afraid of, what the reaction is going to be. Me, I've never had that issue.
I never saw it coming.
You know what I mean?
I didn't see it coming.
Some people are really afraid of, rejecting somebody because of that reaction. Has anybody else had that, situation where, they rejected someone and, there was rage met?
I mean, besides that, between getting, can I say this real quick?
Go ahead.
Alright, whatever, fine then, you stupid, ugly ass bitch. so hoe, or like in the industry right now, I can pull up my phone and show you guys that I get random messages. I don't know who knows my story out there, what is going on. I just know God is protecting me. That's really all I know is God has really put a covering over me, because I get messages like this.
Just random shit.
Because I don't want to sleep with you. Because I don't want to sleep with you.
Well, you know what? Funny enough, I just had a situation like that where this dude had hit me up on Instagram, and he's like, "Hey, you're cool," da da da, and I'm like, "Cool. What's your sign?" He told me he was an Aquarius, like I was. So I'm like, "Okay, he's cool energy."
Yeah.
So then I'm like, "Well, I'm getting ready to do a podcast. I'm gonna hit you a little bit later." So 15 minutes later, he's messaging me, "Are you finished your podcast yet? Can I call you?" And I'm just like, "No. Just I'll let you know when I'm finished."
Right.
He called me about 4 times.
Yep.
And then when I said, "Listen, I don't know why you're being so impatient. We just met. There's no reason for this, but I'm working. So can you just give me 5?" And he was like, you stupid. You just don't. And I'm just like, block.
Yeah, you block them.
And people, they just don't have, a lot of people don't have heart. They don't know what it means to fully have heart. So they just kind of go off of what they know, which is pretty much rage. So,
that rage stems from insecurity, and I think that is really what
I know it
makes people turn to that domestic violence type of standpoint.
Man,
what was your experience?
Can we not skip me?
No. You can be vulnerable.
Girl, I guess my recent experience my first experience is actually kind of recent to me, and so it's still kind of recent because that person maybe
got you.
So so that's what I'm saying. So it's recent, but what happened was, I guess I would say like the first time I even it was like a red, as women, like we kind of like, nah, this can't be.
You see the
but
red flags,
it's
trying to see
so
the
there,
positivity in it.
like you're trying to take the what really happened.
Ready to cry?
No,
No,
I stopped it real quick because I really want to get this message out, because I have to work on not crying when I'm speaking. So about things like this, but I'm gonna hold it in. But anyway, I was working at this job. I got this first job, and this person actually mentioned this job to me. I don't know if you guys know, but it's not like a Hooters, but it was called Knockouts. And it's like a job where I don't even know why I caught myself in there, but I was just really the person just trying to talk me up about it. It's really not my scene, because I don't dress like that, but I dress to express myself. I don't dress to try to get noticed. I just dress to express myself. So when I was in there, I see them girls, I'm just like, okay, this is going to be very uncomfortable, because you have to actually approach men, at their tables. You're like, oh, what you want?
Yeah,
do all that stuff, what type of beer you want, and lean over, all this stuff. I'm just like, oh, why am I here? And this person was older than me, y'all. So walked in there, got the job, whatever, and I was walking back, and he was just walking. We were walking to the car, and he was just like, this is the time I had locks. It was down my back or whatever, and he was like, he was like, yeah, I just want to let you know, when you go in here, just making sure, you're on your, coaching me. And I'm just like, okay, we're together. Why are you coaching me for my father? If you don't want me to work here,
he's your pimp.
Right.
Which one?
And I'm like, and it was so uncomfortable, y'all. And I was just like, I was so liking him and all this stuff. And I really, missed the whole signs of, hey, this man is older than me. And I really feel like he's, using, not, he's just like, okay, she's young, I'm gonna flaunt her, I'm gonna be the boss and control her. So I'm walking, he's like, making sure you're not gonna get no numbers, you're not gonna be doing anything with these guys, you get your money and you get out. He's like, how about this? He said, you get your money, you give it to me. And I'm just like,
that sounds like his own insecurities.
And I'm just walking, and I do have a slick mouth, I'll say shit off the fly, and that's just me. I'm very sensitive, I'm very emotional, but I'm gonna say it. And when I say it, it's very serious and cutthroat. Yeah. So I was I said, I'm gonna do what the hell I want. Next thing you know, my hair is in a knot. Yeah. What did you say? And I'm over here
yeah.
And I got scared, but I had to hop out of my scaredness, because I'm thinking oh, this guy just really likes me. He just really cares about me, because I'm so naive. I'm like, oh, I didn't say nothing. And he's just like, yeah, I thought so. And I'm just walking oh, he really cares about me. And I'm the whole relationship, y'all,
baby girl,
was a living hell. Yeah. Because the whole time me thinking this man cares about me.
So you was on the roller coaster.
So, yeah. Then ever since then, it's been those little if this person's watching, I don't really care. You can come after me, what's up? But
No, he not.
no,
I wish you would.
so y'all be right there. But no,
But
yeah,
okay.
Shoot.
What's up?
Like me out here. Stop it.
No.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you shared that with us. My domestic violence experience wasn't with like a significant other. It actually happened in the household. I don't know what happened to my older brother, but like something switched in him, and like people don't like when they mention him because he was really popular. So people always are like, "Oh, you're his little sister," da da da, and I'd be like, please,
Don't
shut up, like, or whatever, and like people would not understand it, and I'm just like, something switched in him to where he like felt like he could be violent towards the whole like household, like anybody could get it at a certain point. Like the police was always at my house, and so like it all happened like I don't know, like
anybody can
no, like
literally.
and like. I guess like the first experience was like we were outside waiting for our bus with our neighbor or whatever, and like we had like made, I don't know what we were joking about, but I had like slapped him like this or whatever. I did like something playful, and he just like snapped and pushed me like dead in my forehead. And I had like I have no clue
like what happened. Like okay, if you mind me cutting you off, what
led up to
what led up to your brother? Like you said, when he came back, something switched. Like where did he go?
When he got older, something switched, and I think it was the friends that he started to hang out with.
Okay.
Because something we used to do, we used to like not ride our bus home. We used to go home with other people or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were always getting into trouble. Our parents would be like, "Don't do that." And he had got hit by a car because we used to like really like play around with these people. Me and this boy named Lil Chris or whatever, we were going to Valero's, and my brother and him were like jaywalking in the street because they thought they were cool, and like next thing you know, he just got hit by a car. I was like, whoa. And like I just remember someone riding by like, "Where's your mom and dad?" And then he drove off. I was just like, it was just
too much trauma.
It was it was a lot of drama.
God.
And then like after that, he just became a violent person. So I'm like,
yeah, you know, traumatic experiences, I feel like they are triggers. Right. You know, the guy that lives over there, to be honest, you just, like I said, you just never know. We were together 2 years, and I don't know why none of our relationships last longer than that, but literally 2 years. In the first 3 weeks of us meeting, because we met at my job, we're perfect. We didn't have no arguments. We didn't have no nothing. We slept together on the first night. All of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? The stick will do some stuff to you. And it really will. Like, it really will.
Yeah.
Right.
After the third week, he wanted to take his dog on a trail. So we go on a trail. Now, mind you, 3 weeks, no arguments. I don't met my soulmate. Nothing. We go to the trail, and there's this lady that's walking towards us, and she's sweating, and she's hot, and she's like, "I'm just letting you all know there's a snake. I saw a snake up there. So if you all walk that way, just be careful." So I was like, no.